Yeah.
Alright, so I just folded the shirt up. About halfway up the stomach. Okay. Mike is going to be my dummy. He's always a dummy, so it doesn't really matter. What he's going to do is I'm going to have him walk into the shirt with his palms up, trying to turn his triceps as far in as he can. Okay, go ahead, palms up. Basically, I'm going to get one side in, then the other side, and then the nice thing about these metals, and I think that insert that you have has it too, is with these sleeves, I want to try and get that metal facing up. Okay, now this shirt is one of my really old ones, so it doesn't really fit Mike all that well. Okay. Now, once I get it past his elbows, like so, I'm going to take it up and over his head. So he's going to duck. And, and the biggest thing is we don't want him to try to wiggle into it. Okay, I'll set the shirt on him. Okay, but if he wiggles into it, okay, and you can see how big this thing is on him, but for our purpose, this will be fine. Okay, so if he was to bench right now, so as he pulls down, you can see it pulling right across here. Now, where you want the bar to touch is here, you know, nipple or just above abdominals. So what we're going to do is, as we increase weight as he's warming up, we're going to try and get this part to come down, so we're going to try and get the neckline down. Okay, now a couple of the ways we do that is we're going to lift the back up real high on the back of his neck.
If I wasn't here,
okay. The other thing is, because this is nice and loose on him, what I can have him do is make a fist, put it right in my chest, and I can pull this down his tricep a little bit. Okay? This works really good with a double ply shirt too. I'm just going to fold that. Then we'll do the other side. I'm pulling this down the tricep. Okay. Then I'll have Jake come over here and hold the belt behind Micah. Okay, let's get the front. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm working the shirt down. Okay. All right, Jake, go ahead. Belt. Down in a little bit, No. And it doesn't have to be extremely tight, just enough to hold the shirt in place. You can see how low the neckline is on him. So now if he was to try to bench, you can see it's pulling right down here now.
Okay.
Bench, right?
Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the double ply shirt. Now, this is not extensive by any means. This is just to help get you started until you can get someone there to help you, because there's a lot of fine adjustments that you have to do. But just like the single ply shirt, I'm going to have Dylan here walk into this with his palms up. Okay. Now you can do a lot more fine tuning with the double ply than you can with the single ply. Okay. So what he's going to do is I'm just going to get it on him, and again I'm trying to get this insert straight up on him. Now, we're going to do one side at a time, and I'm going to grab as high up on the sleeve as I can, and what he's going to do is he's going to do a swimming motion like that. Okay, go ahead, Dylan. Good? Alright, feels good? We'll do the other side. Good? Okay. Alright, go ahead, face the camera. Okay, now again, if he was to try to bench, it's going to pull right here, is where the tension line is. We want to try and get that as low as possible. Okay? Now, for competitions, the only thing that you have to have for an open back double ply shirt is the crease of his armpit. So, from here, wherever the crease is, or the cleavage of the armpit, has to be covered by one of these flaps. So we can bring this down as much as we want. So after I have this And this is after a few warm-up sets. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this down on him. So he's gonna bring his arms in just a little bit so I can work with it. Okay. Basically, I'm just working it down his triceps. Okay. Make sure that it's even. Then the same thing I did with Mike is I'm just pulling that down just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm gonna belt him to hold it in place. Okay. So now if he was to try to bench, we've lowered the pull line. Go ahead. Right here. Okay. And we can keep doing that until we get this down right about there. All right. Cool.